Everything you've been told about attraction is probably wrong. If you're tired of being ghosted, ignored, or chasing people who just don't seem to care, stay with me. What I'm about to share will flip everything you think you know about relationships. But be warned, this isn't for the faint-hearted. Ready to hear the truth? Let's get into it. We live in a world where people tell you to be nice, always available, and eager to please. But guess what? That's exactly why you feel like you're always being overlooked or taken for granted. Here's the hard truth. Being overly nice isn't working. What I'm going to teach you might challenge everything you believe. But if you stick around, you'll learn how to control attraction and stop chasing people who don't deserve you. By the end of this, you'll know how to make them chase you instead. It all starts with understanding a bit of psychology and the power of staying calm. Let's break it down. 1. Rethinking attraction. First, let's talk about ignoring people and why it works. You've probably been told your whole life that to get someone's attention, you need to show them you care, give them all your love and attention. But here's the reality. The more you chase someone, the more they'll run away. It might sound strange, but ignoring someone can be one of the most powerful tools to grab their attention. Think about it. Everyone's competing for attention nowadays, whether it's on social media or in real life. If you're constantly texting or trying to get someone's attention, you're just one more voice in the crowd. What makes you stand out? Nothing, really. Here's the key. Attention is only valuable when it's hard to get. If someone knows they can get your attention anytime they want, they won't value it. They won't value it. But if you withhold it, make them work for it, suddenly, you're not just another person. They start to wonder why you're different. This makes them more interested in you, and they'll actually start thinking about you more. 2. Why ignoring works. Ignoring someone isn't about being rude or playing games. It's about creating space and making yourself rare. In a world where everyone's always available, being a little less accessible makes you more desirable. Just like luxury brands limit their stock to make their products more wanted, you can do the same with your attention. Next time you feel like constantly texting someone, take a step back. Ask yourself, what message am I sending by always being so available? Instead of reaching out first, give them space and let them come to you. It's not about being cold. It's about showing that your attention is valuable. Have you ever noticed that when someone is too eager to get your attention, it turns you off? They might text too much, always be available, and come across as desperate. But when someone gives you space and isn't always in your face, you find yourself thinking about them more. That's because creating space makes you seem more valuable. There's something called the scarcity effect. It means people want what they can't easily have. When you limit your time and attention, you make yourself more appealing, and people will naturally gravitate toward you. 3. People want what they can't easily get. Now, let's talk about emotions and attraction. Attraction isn't logical. It's all about how someone makes you feel. It's not about how much money you have or how nice you are. It's about triggering emotions. Think about the most intense relationships or crushes you've had. They probably weren't calm or predictable, right? They were full of emotions, sometimes chaotic ones. That's because emotions drive attraction. But here's the twist. Making someone feel good all the time isn't the answer. People want excitement, ups and downs, highs and lows. It's that emotional roller coaster that makes things interesting. So how do you trigger emotions? You mix things up. One day, you give someone your full attention and make them feel special. The next day, you pull back a bit, give them space, and make them wonder what changed. It's all about balance. giving them just enough to keep them interested, but not so much that they get bored. Ever had someone give you all their attention one moment and then suddenly pull away? It made you think about them more, right? That's because the unpredictability keeps you hooked. There's actually a psychology term for this: intermittent reinforcement. It's the same principle that keeps people addicted to slot machines. You don't win every time, but when you do, it's exciting. In relationships, giving someone emotional highs, followed by a little uncertainty, keeps them coming back for more. 4. Attraction is all about feelings. Let's talk about being high value. Today, people are constantly trying to prove their worth, whether it's showing off on social media or flaunting their achievements. But here's the truth: real value doesn't need to be proven. High value people don't chase after others or beg for attention. They know their worth, and that's what makes them attractive. They don't need someone else to complete them or make them feel good. This is where the art of detachment comes in. High value people don't invest in others who aren't putting in the same effort. They're okay with walking away from someone who doesn't see their value. Detachment shows confidence. It's attractive because it signals you're not desperate and you don't need anyone's approval to feel good about yourself. Next time you find yourself clinging to someone who isn't giving you the same energy, remember, when you detach, you regain control of the dynamic, and that confidence will naturally draw people to you. 5. Mix it up to keep them hooked. Now, let's talk about subtle influence. This isn't about manipulating people. It's about understanding psychology well enough that you know how to influence others without forcing anything. Every time you interact with someone, there's a subtle power exchange happening. The person who knows how to influence others is usually the one who ends up getting what they want. Subtle influence isn't about big gestures. It's the little things. The way you carry yourself, the way you speak, your body language, and the confidence you project all play a role. 6. Know your worth. Finally, let's talk about self-control. We live in a world where people constantly let their emotions run wild, whether it's online or in real life. But the more reactive you are, the less control you have, and the less attractive you become. Being calm under pressure is one of the most powerful traits you can develop. People are drawn to those who remain composed, no matter what's happening. When you can control your emotions instead of letting them control you, you become incredibly attractive. Think about it. When everyone around you is losing their cool, the person who stays calm stands out. That emotional discipline signals confidence, and people are naturally drawn to it. The next time you feel yourself getting emotional, pause. Take a deep breath and don't react right away. That moment of self-control will change how others see you. There you have it, the tools to control attraction. By mastering things like detachment, subtle influence, and staying calm under pressure, you can naturally create attraction without chasing anyone. So, what's the biggest takeaway for you? Let me know in the comments. And thanks for watching.